There we go. We're filming. Okay. Hi, guys. It's Renee, Presley Forever VSG Journey. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends. And as I've been saying to Rachel and all of my non-American friends, happy Thursday. I wanted to come to you guys today and make a video. One, because I had time. I did a lot of Thanksgiving prep yesterday, and I was all ready to go to my stepson's football game. But Bonehead forgot his helmet in the locker room, and when we went to try and get it, the school wasn't open. So we weren't going to drive 45 minutes to watch him sit on the sideline, so I have time. But anyway, I digress. More important things to talk about. So the last video I made was about a week ago, and I had just gotten home from the gym. I had rejoined Planet Fitness, and my girlfriend, who is not a weight loss surgery patient, but who has lost a good amount of weight, has been going with me, motivating me. She's got me on the free weights. She's got me using the pulleys and cables and doing all sorts of stuff. And my goal was to go 3 times a week, and I have met that goal. I think I've gone 5 times in 10 days, so that's pretty good. So I'm feeling good. I'm starting to see muscle definition. I mean, I'm pretty muscular, but anyway, I feel like the flab might be tightening up a little bit. Not really sure. But the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I know there's a lot of controversy or there's a lot of talk about these kinds of things, is I changed my diet. I am over a year out. I am in month 16, week 63, week 64, status post vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had that August 31st, 2015. My high weight, in case you're watching for the first time, hi, was 329.6. My day of surgery weight was 311.7. And this morning, no, I'm not going to tell you yet what I was this morning. So anyway, I'm very much a foodie. I'm a farm to table kind of person. I have a huge garden. I have chickens. I have bees. I believe in eating local. I was a child of the 80s. Everything we ate was processed, had had sweet and low in it. And my mom's philosophy was, as long as it's diet, you can eat it. You know, eat margarine. I can't believe it's not butter. I think I'm rebelling, and I would rather have a small bit of real butter without all the chemicals versus, a whole tub of chemicals. But anyway, so that's sort of a background piece to this. And I think I was saying in my last video that at this point in my life, I don't want to be so dependent on protein bars, protein shakes. Do they serve a purpose? Absolutely. Do I enjoy them? Yeah. Are there good things in them? Yes, but they are very processed. There's a lot of stuff in them. And again, I've also talked about how this isn't a diet. This isn't a sprint. This is the rest of my life. This is how things have to be. And so I can either choose to embrace that and make changes. And again, we always talk about how they don't do surgery on our brains. They do surgery on our stomachs. So what I'm getting at is last week I had watched a couple of VSG Jody's videos about Pound of Cure, and obviously See Drain Shrink. I've seen her talk about it, and I was like, you know what? Let me order this book. Let me just see what it's all about. Can't hurt. It's $9.99 on Amazon, and I love my Amazon, so I ordered it, and it came on Tuesday. Now this is the Tuesday after I joined the gym. On Saturday. So I had gone to the gym on Saturday. I weighed like 205.6 that Saturday morning. Worked out really hard. Was really sore. That Monday morning, my weigh-in, I was up to 209. I had eaten well all weekend, but I think that was water retention and muscle injury. I don't think it was a true weight gain. So I was up to 209 last week. Got the book on Tuesday night. It's not very thick. It's a thin, quick read. So I read through it. And when I tell you it resonated with me so much, it was like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I'm talking about. This is this is it. It was, I don't know, it was an experience. So I was so excited that I started prepping to start on Wednesday. So before I tell you about my results and how my week has gone, let me tell you a little bit more about it, because I know Jody's talked a little bit about it, and I know Jane probably has too in some of her videos. You know, Matthew Weiner, who's the bariatric surgeon that wrote the book, he basically is promoting not a vegetarian, not vegan, but it can be a more vegetable-based diet. And the idea is that you get a pound or more of vegetables a day. And I know you're thinking, oh my God, you have a sleeve, you have a pouch, how do you, how does this work? And I'll explain that too. But basically, he talks about in the introduction about the thermostat reset. The best way to reset your metabolic thermostat is to have bariatric surgery, which we've done. And he talks about how starvation does the exact opposite. You tend to gain weight when you starve yourself. Another way to lower your thermostat is adding muscle, which many of us are trying to do by working out, going to the gym. And then the final most important way that you can lower your thermostat is to change the types of foods you eat. If you manage to eat large amounts of natural thermostat-lowering foods and lower your consumption of processed thermostat-raising foods to only a few times a week, you will nudge your set point down every day. And only by lowering your thermostat set point you can hope to lose weight without experiencing binge-inducing hunger and weight loss plateaus from slow metabolism. So basically, what he's saying is by putting better fuel in your engine's going to be more efficient and burn more fuel, leading to more weight loss. Blah, 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 blah. So what does that mean? The way the plan works is the first 2 weeks is sort of like a detox cleanse diet. And I thought, oh, this is going to be hard because basically it's no dairy, no wheat, no artificial sugars, no real sugars. And what have I been eating for the last year? Cheese, meat, artificial sweeteners. So I didn't know how that was going to go. And then the amounts of food that I would need to eat. Again, you think about a pound of vegetables, a 1 pound frozen bag of vegetables, that's a lot, and that's also boring. Again, I need to preface this with, I like to cook, I love to cook, so, if you're not a cook or you're not, maybe this isn't for you. And again, I'm not trying to convert anyone, I'm not trying to tell anyone, this is what you should do. I'm kind of enamored right now, and I just wanted to sort of share the good news, because again, if Jody hadn't talked about it, if Jane hadn't talked about it, I wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't have looked into it further for myself. So I feel like this is what's going to work for me. That's great. I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not preaching, I'm not telling you this is what you should do, but I'm loving it, like legitimately, and I thought I was going to have a really hard time. So I'm going to try and intersperse. I've been taking pictures of what my meals look like or my prep, and kind of logging it. So I'm going to try and intersperse some of the pictures. I've been having trouble with my video editor, so I don't know if I can't. I'll kind of stick them at the end. Again, my Facebook and Instagram are my personal ones. I don't have a dedicated weight loss one, and I'm not hiding the fact that I had weight loss surgery, but I don't advertise it on my personal page. So I'm not putting up pictures and things like that. Okay. The other idea is that at each meal you have a protein source, 3 protein sources a day, and he recommends, or at least one has to be vegetarian. So we're talking beans, lentils, that kind of thing. And then, animal protein, chicken, beef, fish, and I think even like chicken sausage or turkey bacon is acceptable. And there's different lists of the things. And then after the initial 2-week diet, you can reintroduce things like sweet potatoes, oats, rice, that kind of stuff. But the first week, basically, it's basically fruits, vegetables, and some protein. And I think the thing I didn't realize is because as I'm putting it into my Fitness Pal is like how much protein there actually is in vegetables when you're eating them in bulk, which, duh. Again, sometimes you have these revelations. You're like, what? Why am I so slow? So for breakfast, again, because I have chickens, I've basically been having 2 eggs, which is considered a serving of protein, and I've been making different like hashes. So, I did like a zucchini hash one day with onions and portobello mushrooms. Cabbage, I've been treating kind of like I would potatoes. I've been making cabbage hash. I did a cabbage and Honeycrisp apple and onion hash one morning. And basically what I'm doing is as I'm making dinner for the night for the family, I'm sort of meal prepping for the next day at that time. And then in the morning, all my meals are ready to go. I just heat them up, take them, and off I go. And then for lunch, depending on if I'm going to be in the office, I'm going to be out and about, I'm trying to make lunch like my vegetarian meal just because I feel like that's easier. So one of my favorites that I've been doing is taking broccoli slaw, and then I've been making my own hummus. The other part of it is that adding good fats, so like an avocado, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and then raw nuts, raw almonds, raw nut butters, raw cashews, that kind of thing. That's the other component, is the healthy fats. So, and tahini is considered, because that's sesame seeds, so seeds are in there as well. So I've been making my own hummus with tahini, either chickpeas, or sometimes I'll throw in some cannellini beans, garlic, lemon juice, and then kind of pouring that over the slaw to make like a, I don't know, broccoli slaw hummus salad. Snacks, and again, the portion sizes are unlimited of the fruits and vegetables, which again, I have a sleeve. Like, how much can I eat, right? Well, I'll have a banana for a snack, or I'll have an apple, or, sections of a pink grapefruit, whatever. And I just kind of fill my bag with fruit, and I have my pre-portioned servings of 1 ounce of nuts. And when I'm hungry, I go to one of those. Dinner time, I've done all sorts of stuff. I've done soups with like zoodles and tomatoes, and then adding in beef or chicken. That's the other thing I did is I went and got like a pound of chicken breast, a pound of turkey breast, and I browned it with like pepper, and that's it. Low sodium. He doesn't want you to use salt, but if you need salt to ingest things, then that's okay. Like, there's modifications that he says it's okay to make, what works for you, so that you can follow the plan to the best of your ability. So I pre-portioned out the 4 ounces of the cooked meat. Those are in the freezer. I pull one out, add it to whatever. So again, all this prep has sort of made it pretty easy. And then I've tried to model like what the guys are eating. So like last night, because it's the night before Thanksgiving, I made Trader Joe's chicken fried rice and Mandarin chicken for the guys. So I made chicken stir-fried rice with cauliflower rice, and then stir-fried vegetables and some chicken breast tenders, and flavored it with ginger, garlic, and soy. It was delicious, and it was satisfying. Coffee in the morning, I have been using coconut milk or almond or cashew milk, and really the only thing that I've done that isn't really sanctioned is I've used some of the Torani syrups just for a shot of flavor, because I'm used to having Splenda or something in there, or the sweetened, artificial sweetened creamer. So that's been my sort of indulgence. So the other thing I'm doing, like right now, I have a cup of tea. It's ginger peach tea, and I use some of the Honeycrisp apple cider from Trader Joe's, which is just Honeycrisp apples crushed, and use that to flavor or sweeten it. So in terms of portion sizes and how I'm eating them and that kind of thing, it's taken me a lot longer to eat. I've been trying to eat my breakfast at home and then give myself enough time that I've had a half hour so that when I get in the car I can drink my coffee on the way to work. Some days I can't get it in, and I take it with me to work, and then I eat it once I get there. Again, lunch takes longer, dinner takes longer. I mean, I might be eating for 2 hours. I just kind of pick at it and go back to it, pick at it, go back to it, and eventually I get it in. but I'm feeling like there's no late night snacking involved because I'm just eating my dinner. I mean, it might be 9 o'clock before I finish my dinner, but I'm not hungry to go looking for something else because I'm full. So I feel like that's worked out well, and that's how that's working. Pooping has been phenomenal. Obviously with all the veggies and fiber. What can I say? Best poops I've had. So how's it working? So today is day 8. It's Thanksgiving. I have prepped myself pretty well. I made mashed cauliflower with coconut milk, and I made a stuffing out of cauliflower rice with all the stuffing flavors and additives, some fresh cranberries, onion, celery. I threw in some portobello mushrooms and a little bit of chicken stock and made myself some stuffing. I made, what else did I make? Oh, I made a banana cinnamon chia seed pudding for dessert instead of the pie. Oh my god, for breakfast, I'm a little nuts. Try to think outside the box and find other ways to get vegetables into breakfast besides making hashes or making egg scrambles with spinach and stuff. So my sister used to make banana pancakes for her kids, and it was basically a banana and an egg, cinnamon pancakes. So today I made banana pancakes. I took my bullet and I put a cup of spinach in with an egg, a banana, some cinnamon, and I did throw in a tablespoon of almond flour just for texture, and I made pancakes. And it sounds weird and gross, but they were delicious. They were sweet, tasted like banana, they were green. And then I took some of the blueberries and a little bit of butter, and I made like a blueberry compote to go on top, and I had that with a piece of turkey bacon. It was delicious. And not the monkey bread, the pumpkin almond monkey bread I made for the boys. It was good. Alright, so sorry, I keep dancing around. So, when I started eating this way on Wednesday the 16th, my weight that morning was 206.6. Yesterday, I was hovering, and I got on the scale later in the day. I came home and changed into my cooking clothes, and I weighed 199.8. 6.8 pounds in 8 days, and I stuck my pinky toe into Wonderland. Are you fucking kidding me? Again, I'm 16 months out. I haven't seen losses, and it was daily. Every day it was a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a loss. It might have been half a pound, a third of a pound, a little bit of a loss. I haven't had consistent daily losses since probably the first 2 months. I went back and looked through my numbers. In September, I hit 205 for the first time, beginning of September. And then I continued to bounce between 205, 211, basically until last week. So, in 2 months, I lost 6 pounds. And gained 6 pounds, I lost pounds. You know what I mean? I was that back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And in basically a week, I lost that. It worked for me. That's all I can say. Again, some of the things I think that resonated with me were it's whole foods. It's not processed foods. They're good, nutritionally based foods. Is it convenient? Not really. Does it take time and prep? Yeah. Does it take money? Yeah. I mean, you should see my fridge right now. There's all these little tiny containers of chopped onions and chopped whatever and ready to go. And my husband's like, what are you eating? But, you know, you have to kind of be open to it. And I feel like my taste buds are tasting things differently. Like when I ate a pear the other day, and I was like, oh my God, this is the most delicious, sweet, amazing pear I've ever had. And I was like, when was the last time I ever said that about a pear? I'm trying to limit my salt. I do use pink Himalayan salt. But I'm using tons of garlic powder, onion powder, herbs, cinnamon, whatever it is. So the food tastes good. It looks good. It looks funny sometimes. And I know I'm only a week into it. I've got another, 5 or 6 days of this detox, and then I can start working back in some complex carbs and some dairy and starches and things, and I think I'll be okay. You know what I mean? I think that's all right. I'm looking forward to it. So I feel like this is a better life plan. Like I said, it's not a diet, you know, it's not, it's a diet. It's a way of, just like gluten-free is a diet or whatever. And it's funny, my book is all dog tagged and ear tagged, and I was highlighting in it. And like I said, maybe it's your jam, maybe it's not. I just wanted to share my experience with it, because like I said, if other people hadn't shared it with me, I wouldn't have had an idea and I wouldn't have known. So anyway, that is the end of my rambling long. This is going to take the rest of today to upload. I think I included everything I wanted to say. If you have questions about it, or if you want to know more about it, let me know. You know, I may do some recipe videos coming up. Or, you know, if you're like, if I do get the pictures of my meals and you're like, what in the hell is that? Please ask and I will tell you. I do have each picture labeled with like the day. But yeah, that's it. So I'm thankful for my YouTube community, because I wouldn't have known about this. I'm thankful for the support of my friends on the weight loss community on YouTube. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my health. That's a big one. And yeah, I hope all of you have a great day with your family and friends, or if you're working, thank you. So that's it. Cheers, guys. I will come to you hopefully soon with another good update. All right, bye.